Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Enter the Gungeon. We're going rat hunting again today, so I picked the pilot again. This is just about, being able to save money while still having access to chests. And speaking of money, we have all this. So what do you got for us, buddy? Ooh, the Abyssal Tentacle is actually very good, if I remember correctly. And then we have a small amount of money, so we'll also buy just a bunch of blood. Yeah, great. Canisters full of blood. Who wouldn't want that? So, I've come to some decisions here about where the series is going, how long this series is going to be, because I said before that I didn't really have a plan, and I've sort of developed a plan. What I originally said, we're just going to talk over a bunch of first floor combat here, because you've all seen it. What I originally said was that I didn't intend to show off everything. I was just going to, get in here and have some fun, show off a game that I think is really, really great. But at this point, we're actually pretty close to showing, pretty much everything. We certainly don't have all the weapons unlocked on this file or anything, but we've displayed a lot of the secrets and a lot of the cool stuff about the game. So at this point, I figure why not just go all the way on that. So my plan is the series is going to continue until we can 1, defeat the rat, 2, actually get through the bullets passed, and 3, complete bullet hell at least once. Which might mean that there's quite a bit of series left, the way I've been playing. And you know what? Frankly, I'm fine with that. The series has gotten much better reception than I was afraid it might. And also, I'm just having a tremendous amount of fun. Even when I'm frustrated, the game is really good. So yeah, we're gonna be going on for a while. Oh, we still have to steal these payday items too. That's definitely happening. We'll figure it out. We'll find some more stealthy items. What we haven't actually done, and I suppose we could do right now, let me finish this room, is pop into the Ammonomicon, because remember, I showed at the beginning of the game, or at the beginning of the series, there's a space in the Ammonomicon already for all of the things that can be unlocked. So you can see, there's a considerable amount of stuff we have not even unlocked yet, and then anything that's gray is stuff that's unlocked, but we haven't actually found it. I've never picked it up. A lot of stuff is still left. That's just guns. And then there's all this as well. We're a little closer on this. There's still several passive bullet types we've never found. There's a lot of stuff yet to unlock. So probably even after the series ends, I'm still gonna play this file because man, I really like this game. I don't know if I've made that clear yet. If I've come through with that. Just so nobody's confused. That said, I need to free up some space on the channel because there's some stuff coming out soon that I want to do series on. And as you may have noticed, updates have been a little erratic lately. I've been a little busy, a little preoccupied with other stuff. Well, we may as well just try to lockpick this. Okay. No brown chest for us. That's fine by me. What am I doing? Why am I walking places? What is this? The Binding of Isaac? Also, just smashing my body into whatever happens to be around because I like watching things break. Actually, I should be a little bit more careful. Is this our fireplace room? No, okay. It has the same tile set that is used for the fireplace room. I wanted to make sure that I didn't accidentally take an enemy bullet toward the water barrel. I think it's still the case that we need to Oubliette to, in most cases, we need to Oubliette in order to make the money necessary to buy the Nod Key. But honestly, I'm excited to get back to fighting the rat. It's been a little while since I've gotten down there. I mean, I know that it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell how much real time passes between attempts because I'm recording the series in kind of like weird fits and starts. But at this point, I feel like it's been several days, maybe a lot. It's been a lot of time. Hey, this is a fake wall. Let's look. Okay, well that's not very useful. It's been a lot of time since we last fought the rat, and I'm eager to get back into it. I think I'm just gonna lockpick this. Whoa! That was something. Okay, well there are some things about this run that I am now finding to be very encouraging. So we got a hexagon. We got here, this is a freeze ray, right? Ice to meet you, classic, of course. What is this thing? This is, oh, the grass chopper. This might be the first time we've had the grass chopper. This petite weapon packs a punch, and the recoil can knock the user backward. This is a reference to the noisy cricket from Men in Black. Got ourselves some shock rounds. Which of the mimic rings is this? Which of the chest-related rings? Ring of chest. Okay, when we destroy chests, we get healed a little bit. Here we have some kind of excellent bandana, the Ancient Heroes bandana. An Old Knight's flask, and of course the clone, which we've seen before. I have no idea what happened here. This chest obviously is very special. It sure looks like just a normal brown chest, right? So this has given us greatly increased ammo capacity. I did not remember that that's what this did. Probably, if we had picked up these guns after picking up the bandana, they would have come with the increased ammo capacity. As it is, we have the ammo capacity we had before. Well, whatever. We'll pick up ammo crates. Oh yeah, there's ammo crates in the next room, right? We also, of course, have this Old Knight's flask. Provides healing and replenishes on each floor. Once carried by powerful gun knights, these flasks have dimmed with age. Some say they are linked directly to the power of the gun. So this is just going to let us heal a couple of times per floor and then refill on each new floor. This is a reference to the Dark Souls flask, I think. We got this thing, heals upon breaking a chest. This ring, crafted from the frame of a powerful mimic, still yearns to devour chests. Is that how it goes? The mimic gets into the treasure room, eats the old chest, and then sits in its place? I guess that makes sense, because why else would the mimic have the item inside of it? That's just good world building, really. And lightning rounds, of course, we've had this before. The signature weapon of Alistair the Thunderbolt. Upon his second descent into the Gungeon, the Thunderbolt famously remarked, "Lightning won't strike here again." He wasn't wrong. Lightning doesn't have to strike there again. It can just strike there for the first time several times. So, I think the hexagon is pretty great. I honestly don't remember if the grass chopper is good or not. Let's take the red ammo chest with the grass chopper, and then we'll take the green ammo box with this thing. And let's give this little guy a try. I'm kind of curious, does anything cool happen if I... Like, are the shards of this chest also sweet? No. It's just a weird pile of broken rainbows. Sometimes things in this game are very strange. Occasionally a very strange thing occurs. Alright. Kind of a lengthy reload, but, yeah, I mean, it does basically what you would think it does. I see something here. Okay, so there's an explosion on it. It doesn't really have a visual explosion, but it hits a large area. I don't know. This is okay. I wish that we, wow, that sucked. I wish that it, like, penetrated obstacles on the floor or didn't reload so slowly or something. We could just roll hexagon instead, I suppose. So, ordinarily, probably you guys have already worked this out, but ordinarily what I like to do is I like to get, like, 2 or 3 decent guns before ceasing to gun force, because gun forcing is really, really valuable. Like, it's a really bad idea to get beyond the first couple of floors without a couple of decent guns. But also, passive and active items are really powerful sometimes. In general, I think a good gun is better than a passive. Like, the really good guns, the highest tier of guns, things like the Dragonfire or, there's a gun called the Gungeon, which I don't remember how you unlock, and I don't think we've seen yet in this series. But that's awfully nice to have around. Okay, so I'll buy this key and pop this chest open before we hit the boss. Do I want to use a key? Because we have really good stuff already. I think I'm going to save this key. Oh, hey, it actually opened. Okay, another cool gun for us. But I feel like we've got a couple of really good guns now, so we don't need to gun force any of these bosses. 2,640 shots on the Luxon cannon here. What are we boss fighting with? Freeze Ray will probably have... It will probably work for a little while. Not a lot of fancy text on this one. It'll probably work on the boss for a little while. It seems like bosses have a limit to how much time they can spend chilled, but any chilled time is time where I'm not getting shot quite as effectively, so we'll start with this. It would be embarrassing if I failed to get the, what do you call it, the master round now. Let's remember that we do still have a blank, just in case that becomes relevant. It looks like it might not be an issue. Freeze Ray seems to be able to chill this boss indefinitely. I really thought it was the case. I don't have to be jumping over that, by the way. You can just walk between those. I really thought it was the case that bosses had a limited amount of time that they could spend chilled. Maybe it changed. Maybe it was never like that at all. Okay, pretty good haul. I mean, I don't love the flame hand, but I do love an additional key. Take that, nerd. Okay, well, let us go and visit the Oubliette. We're actually doing alright on money, too. We'll have 2 keys when we get down there. We have a ton of stuff. That rainbow chest was really cool. I wonder if that's a thing that was added with the expansion, or if it's just, like, incredibly rare. Because I have never seen that happen before. Let's go... Yeah, let's go Hexagon. It kind of sounds like things are dying. You guys hear that? Okay, there is something at the bottom of this room. I suppose we ought to go check it out. So my Old Knight's Flask has 2 heals in it. I don't actually know how much it heals for. It might just be 1 health. It's probably just 1 health. Okay, what do I want this on? Probably the Freeze Ray. It turns out the Freeze Ray is awesome. That said, it's also probably quite a bit slower than just killing things via Hexagon. Freeze Ray is really great for 1 difficult enemy. But we got some powerful items, and we got the clones, so we get to try again when I inevitably die to the rat. So I think that this is effectively 2 really strong runs that we've been given here. Man, popping open a chest that has a ton of great items in it, and then also clone. This is maybe the best start. No, this is definitely the best start I've ever had to any run. Man, I wish I could get that mask. Alright, hold on. Let's not take the key just yet. We have enough keys to open the chest that we're going to find on this floor. Let's see how things shake out. Because it's very likely that we will buy a key on this floor, right? Get them while they're cheap. But it's not totally impossible that we could get a bunch of key drops and also end up not getting a lot of money drops. So let's hold off on making a decision that we do not yet have to make. I've been procrastinating on things, without exception, endlessly for my entire life, and it has never steered me wrong before. I can't believe there would be any negative consequences this time. Also, I guess everybody buckle in, because this one might be kind of long. Yeah, we don't need the gun force. We should just open stuff, because it would actually be better for us at this point with these guns, for the bosses to drop usable items, passives or actives. Well, shoot. Completely missed the little dude. And also, I thought my roll was going to come up a little shorter than it did there. Whatever, it's fine. That's a bad way to take damage, but we can afford to play a little bit loosely. Just a little tiny bit. Do love weapons that turn guys into chickens. Alright, hold on. There's no reason for us to go fight the boss just yet. Let's go and find the other chest first, at the very least. Obviously, we'll clear the whole floor, but it is not really the case that we need to clear the whole floor before fighting the boss. It's a thing I do mostly out of habit, because that's how video games work, is you fight the boss last. But I suppose it's not actually something I need to be doing. Do I want to spend a key on a blue chest? I don't know. That's another decision we're not going to make yet. Let's try to figure out what our actual money and key situation looks like. There's information we're missing to make the best version of that decision. Oh no, we poisoned that poor innocent chicken. Wait a minute, I didn't poison anybody. That's not my fault. I don't even have access to poison. You know, I kind of hope that this rainbow chest thing wasn't an expansion thing. There's a phenomenon that occurs in video games. I guess I'm just going to take this on the hexagon. And it happens for good reasons. But where things that are supposed to be rare aren't really that rare, and if you get into the game and you like the game, so you play it a bunch, you'll see every rare and extremely rare thing happen many, many times. And it happens because game developers don't want to design a game where you're going to miss out on stuff if you don't play 1,000 hours. And also, game designers don't want to spend effort on a thing and have it go unnoticed, generally. All perfectly reasonable concerns, right? I think I'm gonna try to freeze ray this guy again, because it seemed to actually do really good focus damage on the last boss. But I do really like it when people buck the trend. Actually, we don't have to do the rollover on this thing, probably. I could probably just outrun it, given the slowness of the bullets emanating from him. I like when people buck that trend and just put in some super rare stuff that most players will never see. It's a little bit different now, I guess, in the age of the internet, because super rare stuff that most players will never see by actually like experiencing it in game is still stuff that players are going to see, because they'll see it from other people on the internet. Yeah, the freeze ray is like a pretty good boss fighting weapon, it seems like. Hey, you, get freeze rayed. Kind of wish he had just turned into a little ice cube. That is an orange, right? I'm not seeing things here. This is just an orange. What is orange? With this orange, your style, it's impetuous, your defense impregnable. Okay, so this is a famous quote from Mike Tyson. I'm not super clear. There's definitely a food item that just gives you, like, there's a bunch of food you can pick up and carry in your use slot, right? And you use it and it gives you health. One of those items also gives you a heart container. It might be this one. And we don't really have enough keys for me to feel comfortable leaving the lockpicks behind just yet. I'm going to try it. Yep, it totally was that. Okay. That's awesome. This is a hell of a run so far. Okay, at 107, we can definitely afford to buy this key. We also have access to the Monster Blood, which I believe causes you to shoot poison out, or like leave a poison trail behind if you get hit. Probably not worth 46 casings. I think I'm going to skip this chest. I think we'll just lockpick the chest and yeah, okay. If the obvious thing happens, we'll break it. That's fine. Maybe I'm getting a little stuffy over here with my very good starting loot. But I'm like, is there anything in the blue chest that we really need? Can't we do better? I think we'll stick with the hexagon for now. I mean, the Luxing Cannon's not bad. And we certainly have a lot of ammo for it. Now, I like the hexagon because removing enemies is important. Like, even if your gun does worse damage over time overall to the entire crowd of enemies in a room, there's a lot of value to being able to quickly kill particular enemies like that. Just reduce the amount of bullets you have to worry about. And also, some enemies do things that are considerably more annoying than shoot you. But this thing's ability to hit a second target or actually kill things that survive a hit is a little bit better than the Noisy Cricket. Okay, so nothing really spectacular in here. We really only need to get the key. That should be very doable. Well, shoot. That was a really bad shot. Like, if I had done that on purpose, it would have been kind of impressive, splitting the wicket like that. Wait, is splitting the wickets a good thing or a bad thing? I don't actually know anything about cricket. Also, about watching my back. You want to split the wickets? Well, I guess cricket's a competitive game, right? So it's a good thing for one team and a bad thing for the other one. Okay. Key just materializing under our feet. Seems like the game is really, really dedicated to making sure things go all right for us on this run. Now, to be fair, let's not get, like, complacent. I have had the game hand me some beautiful things on a silver platter before and fully failed to take advantage of them. So Winchester's down here. We can't necessarily play his game. We gotta make sure that we come out okay on money, because we can't not buy that Nod key. See, actually, this is really encouraging, though. Like, getting clone means that we get to go down to the rat, fight him, learn some stuff, die, and then go down to the rat again, but this time with even more items. Which probably... this is definitely the best chance we've ever had of killing him, right? 2 shots, once with good gear and once with good gear plus another run of gear on top of that. This, I don't know, maybe this will be the one. Trying not to get overconfident over here, but I have a feeling in my chest, an unfamiliar feeling, that I think might be hope. I do have to stop backing into things, though. Fires of all kinds, you know, explosions, the sun. Well, that was embarrassing. How are you just gonna straight miss like that? Alright. We are less than 20% down on the ammo for this gun, so does it make sense? No, it doesn't matter what gun I pick this up with. We're gonna be full with everything anyway. Actually, you know what? I'm probably... Was I high enough with the grass chopper? Maybe I should have picked it up with that. I'm a little concerned about our cash flow here. We are not making money as quickly as I was hoping. That said, we still have the money from the boss fight left. Also, that helps. 4 right there. I think they're upset with us. They sound frustrated. Like a growl they were emitting. Okay, it would be really cool if we could get together the money for both the key and Winchester. Because I do love to play Winchester's game. This is a little inconvenient for this gun. There's a lot of weapons with bouncing projectiles that would be really cool in this room. Okay, so now we're cool on the key. Oh hey, I just dodge rolled through an explosive barrel and destroyed it without causing an explosion. I didn't realize that was how that worked. As soon as I rolled, I was like, oh god, I'm gonna blow myself up. Okay, this we're definitely opening. Got ourselves a science cannon. Shoots charged particles of science. Not a bad weapon. Of course, 2200 ammo. Everything's like pretty alright. And then I think we're gonna just lockpick this one again. No, we get to go down to floor 3 with enough keys to open a chest and also the rat lair, in case we don't get to buy anything. I'm just thinking like we may be in a position on money. Okay, it would be really, really cool if we could get another master round here. Ammo condo. Well, at some point, everything was going to stop coming up Millhouse, right? Like, it just had to happen. You're really thinking, like, what if we get the Medusi, though? Wouldn't that be wonderful? Wonder if we can actually kill this thing. Okay. There we go, that probably helps. Denied him a meal. Okay, so it seems like I actually can only freeze the snake by getting the head, maybe? When I'm hitting him in his other parts, it's still dealing damage, but it's not chilling him. Okay, well, we got our master round. That's interesting. How many opportunities have I had to fight that guy, and I still don't really know how he works? Okay, we've got the Crestfaller, another cold weapon. Do they combo together? Is that what that synergy is? Show me the thing. 5 o'clock somewhere. Huh. Okay, so one of these items is a Dark Souls reference, I think. This certainly isn't, right? By a disgraced warrior who discarded it when he gave up. I don't know what this reference is or what this synergy is a reference to. So, I mean, the Crestfaller seems to not... Oh, when you reload it, like, shoots a it shoots a bottle out. Okay, that's cool, I guess. Well, it looks like we're not going to get to play Winchester's game. That's fine. It's a little depressing. Do I want to gun munch? Yeah, actually I do, because I don't care for this this flame hand. So let's gun munch that and what, like the Luxon cannon? Maybe the Betrayer shield? Science cannon? Let's do science cannon. Because in situations where I would want a good beam weapon, the freeze ray is going to do the thing, right? Like, we don't need a second weird beam. Oh hey, the judge! I do love this movie. So each clip contains a final shot with varying effects, a reference to the fact that Judge Dredd in the more recent Dredd movie has the ability, like his gun has a bunch of special ammo in it. This is a good gun. I like this gun. It is not, unfortunately, better than the guns that we have now. I'm just gonna, out of curiosity, how much did he want to charge us? 30? Oh, that's not even that much, really. Why don't we... Apparently we haven't even explored the whole floor. Maybe we'll get lucky here. Nope, this is just the crest room. Well, we don't have the secret room figured out here. I did check this wall, didn't I? Yeah, I shot it with the science cannon. Let's... Let's be a little bit more thorough than usual. Just a little bit. I'm not going to go through every room on the floor, but I do want to make sure that we have at least tried to find the secret room, because it could have money in it, right? It probably wouldn't have 22 in it, but it could. Alright, what do you think? This room? It's got a nice big exterior wall. What does this room look like? Yeah, I'm going to try here. Ah, well. Not a big deal. Trying to make sure... Yeah, okay, we're good. Trying to make sure I'm not forgetting anything really obvious. The thing we have been offered here is significant and powerful, and I must not screw it up in really easy, mundane ways. Do I want to switch to something a little bit more aggressive? We're already getting to the point where the hexagon's not one-shotting things. Here, let's try out the Crestfaller. Maybe it will be a little bit more effective than it looks. It's still pretty much just doing the thing I'm used to it doing. Which is to say, reasonable damage, freezes enemies. I don't know, seems fine. Oh, we should try to... Here, let me do this real quick. It's just like a lot of bullets. I don't know, maybe it's also gotten a damage boost. It seems to be quite effective, but we're gonna leave that for the moment. That one might be getting opened. We're getting to the point where it makes less and less sense to bank keys. Since there's a real good chance that this run, or this pre-cloned version of the run will end here. Okay, I need to actually hit something with this reload. Let me kill this guy. You're at full health. Okay, so it hits. It doesn't seem to do very much damage, but it bleeds them. Yeah, okay. That bottle thing doesn't seem great. Yeah, I don't know. Let's do this. Really, a good player would, like, switch guns all the time to whatever gun is most appropriate for the situation. Why don't we try some of that? I can't believe I missed that guy. Okay, so not great work so far. When you're using a gun that only fires once every, 6 seconds or something, you have to not miss. Managed to burn all of my armor, but it is totally still feasible that we go down to fight the rat with 7 heart containers. That would be pretty cool. Okay, this is not... this isn't working. How about this? Oh, right, we have, like, electric bullets. Really have to have a gun that can fire more than once per second to take advantage of that. The elemental bullets are pretty cool. Not reliable, but pretty cool. Okay, we definitely opened that. We got ourselves some hot lead, which does exactly what you would think it does. Oh, hey, that is a thing. Oh, right, but we may need to maintain our blanks, so hold on. Now we know where that is. Let's continue exploring. It's a shame this gun doesn't work the way it does in the movie. So in the movie, the ammo switching is voice triggered. He can just say "hot shot" and it'll do the fire thing. Like, video games these days never ask you to use your microphone anymore. Was that sound the item guy dying? It was not. Well, I elected to save health instead of charging after him, which was maybe cowardice. I should have just committed. Also, I should not reload the gun. Resist the urge to reload the gun, he says while reloading. Come on, fall. There we go. I'm glad that that ghost politely waited there for the rocks to fall on him. Where are we at on the freeze ray? Am I good on freeze ray ammo? Okay, I'm probably just going to take this for the judge then. 1760, Jesus. Alright, this is the rat room. I should uncover the things so that I don't forget where it is. Oh, here we go, here we go. To get it to appear on the map so that I don't have to rely on my fragile human memory. It really does feel like the Gungeon is doing everything in its power to hand this to me. Did you see the way the final shot of the gun against that shotgun guy kind of like... I sort of missed, and then it arced so that it would still hit him? I should not have dodge rolled. That was one of those ones you could just like walk out of the way. Well, in case anybody was all like concerned that I had been replaced by some kind of robot or pod person who is actually good at this game, hopefully your fears have been answered now. I guess there's no reason to hit this just yet. Yeah, I guess we'll just hold on to our money. We have enough keys. We don't need to buy anything right this second. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and open this right now. I just want to make sure that I don't do something incredibly dumb and forget and end up not having the key for it. I also need to make sure not to use my blanks during the boss fight. Actually, you know what I should do is go back to the shop and note how many blanks there are. I was trying to prevent him from producing any bubbles. Not able to put the damage out quite quick enough. Well, I ran right into that, and then I saw the bubble hit the wall, and I was like, well, I'll be fine. I just took damage. I'm blinking. Turns out that can end in a heartbeat. I'm not going to open this. Never mind. I'm not going to pay a key to open this, is what I meant. Oh, hey, it's the Clob. I guess I don't need to do this. I know where the secret room is. So there are 2 blanks available in the shop. Okay, I actually can't run myself out of blanks. We are totally going to be fine. Let's get our freeze ray out and do the thing. Would be neat to have another master round. You'll note the like sort of weird pink-purple of the beam. I believe it is now the case that we are shooting a freezing, igniting beam. This is a little awkward. Spooked myself a little bit there. I would love to kill that guy. Okay, here we go. Yeah, the damage on this thing is a lot better than I was expecting it to be when we first picked it up. trying to get him all the way into the corner here. Give ourselves the maximum ability to run away from him in a straight line. This is working. It's not probably terribly exciting to watch as a strategy, but it's totally working. You are kidding. I looked away from myself for a second, and I walked into a bullet. Well, you know what? 6 heart containers is probably fine. Probably. And I was just about to I was just thinking, should I just safety blank because the screen's getting a little bit dense? I was like, nah, I'll be fine. Alright, let's go and buy a blank, crack the secret room, and then go deal with this rat. And at this point, I guess we may as well buy a key, or... I can't remember if you carry money over with the clone. Because you definitely keep... Your clone still has all your items. Oh, there's this chest over here, too. Yeah, let's pop that as well. We may as well key this. Who knows? It might have something useful in it. It has the Chloranthy ring. Okay, dodge power up. Man, maybe the flask isn't a Dark Souls reference? Also, where the heck was the... It was here, right? Wait, is that not... Boy, now I'm thinking, like... Where did I actually see that? Because my memory is terrible. Yeah, here we go. When I first looked at this, I was like, well, it can't be this room's top wall, because there's not enough space there for a secret. Oh, what have we done now? Phoenix in flame. Phoenix up! Hey, you damn kids. Can't you turn that Phoenix up? The muzzle flare from this fiery handgun can ignite enemies. It's not like it's not a very good gun, but we have a bird now. That's pretty cool. Does he... Okay, he's only out as long as I'm actually holding the Phoenix. Also, the Phoenix might be a better gun now. It's certainly more gold and purple than it used to be. That's usually a good sign. Okay, so is there anything else I wanted to do with my money while I'm here? We could just buy a half heart. We're going to buy a key and a half heart. And just head down to the rat completely broke, which will prevent him from mugging us. Look at that. Thinking ahead. Yeah, we're good. I'm so nervous that I'm forgetting something. I have this terrible, terrible feeling. It might not be about Gungeon. Did I forget to pick up my kids or something? What could it possibly be? Oh, I guess I didn't need to buy a heart because we have the Knight's Flask, which is going to replenish when we go down to the rat floor. So I just threw away a small amount of money that I probably had no use for, so it's probably not a big deal, but still not good. Still not an ideal way to do things. Alright. Down, up, right, down, right, left? Maybe? I mean, we're definitely going to check. I'm not just going to try to remember it, but... I think that might have been it. Does he have a functioning memory? Not usually. Down, up, right, left. Hey, look at that. Okay, down, up, right is the first part. Let's do that. So I'm interested in what this bird's going to do. Most of your familiars just attack enemies, but there's another familiar that looks a lot like this that actually like hovers around you and blanks when bullets get close. Immediately paranoid that I'm misremembering. Down, up, right. Let's try it out. Also, let's see if the gun's actually good. Whoa, okay. Yep, it is aggressively attacking the enemies. Not very frequently, but setting them on fire, which is cool. So the total damage is probably pretty good. Also, this is a much better gun than the Phoenix usually is. Down, up, right. Okay, just an empty room. Cool, I guess. Oh, I hate this one. Okay, I wasn't sure that the laser was actually going to work on the blank rather was actually going to work on the lasers. Also, remember there are 2 full hearts of health in the room right before the rat, so it's not a big deal if we take some damage. I should probably not actually spend blanks. Whew. Okay. Down, up, right. Down, right, left. Down, right, left. Yeah, okay, cool. Well, I'm digging this Phoenix thing. Ah. Alright. It's okay. A little bit of stupid damage isn't the end of the world. So we're going to get some free health. No. Please do not do that. Okay. So that was down. Now we go right. I got stuck on a table. Phoenix, get him! Oh my god. Why can't I kill anything in this room? Okay. Oh, alright. Wait a minute. Oh dear. Was that down or was that right? You know what? I'm gonna do the thing again. Once again, we have a loadout I'd be really upset if I screwed this up on, so I'll be right back. Okay, left. Left is what's next. I'm glad I checked, because I was 100% going to go right. Okay, so we can pick this up with pretty much any gun. Like, our ammo situation is ridiculous. Yeah, it doesn't actually matter how we do this. I'm going to pick this up. And is anything not at full? No, we're totally full on everything. Okay. We have our flask to heal. We only have one blank, which is not great, but I guess it's good in the sense that it will prevent me from blanking attacks a lot, so like we'll actually have to learn the patterns. Here we go. This is the best opportunity we have ever had. Sorry, this is the best opportunity we've ever had, but we're about to have a better one right after this. My tenacity is remarkable. People say that about me all the time. Definitely a real compliment I've actually heard. Good Phoenix. Okay. Cannot believe I didn't take damage there. I would say that I did not deserve to not take damage. You must just find a spot to stand in between the knives. I think I'm getting okay at the first phase. Although, as soon as I said that, of course I walk into a thing. This attack I'm still not 100% clear on the right way to deal with. Okay. So yeah, if you find the holes in the pattern, you can just stand in them and not lose firing time, which is obviously better. Oh boy. Okay. Ah, I overrolled. I get a little nervous when he does one that requires me to walk a lot. Yeah, so like I can't just charge forward. I guess if I got really close to him, I stepped in a rat trap. Yeah, okay. If you get close enough to him, the space between the two waves isn't so bad. Ow. Okay, so using the flask requires you to stand still for a second, but it seems to heal for a full heart, which is cool. And I'm trying really... I'm gonna save this blank for the next phase. Try to use the other charge of the flask after we beat phase 1 here. Send him down to the underground. Okay, so how much did he heal me for? Okay, it's a full heart. That's pretty cool. Do I want to switch weapons? I know the bird and everything, but like, would I have been better off with the freeze ray? I probably would have. Yeah, let's try freeze ray for this phase. We have a blank available. Here's hoping. You know what I'm also really hoping is that this is not a 3-phase fight. Because man, if there's more stuff after the trash robot, I don't know how we could possibly beat it. And when I say we, of course, I mean I. I don't know how I could possibly beat it. Some of you out there watching, I'm no doubt, are not having the same problems I'm having. Oh, that's weird. Only part of him has turned red when he ignited. Kind of a strange thing. Okay, this attack. It's considerably more spread out than usual due to the ice. So, The freeze ray is bananas. Just a very, very good. Darn it! Thought I was clever there. Trying to not stop shooting. Okay, I don't love this part so much. There's a real dense pattern of bullets there. You know what? I'm just gonna blank my way out of that. I was definitely gonna get hit again. Okay. Parts of his body are disconnecting from the rest of his body. The freeze ray is breaking him. So this feels like a little non-sporting, but he's clearly... You know what? We'll figure out how to beat him properly some other time. Right now, I'm just gonna be happy to take the W. Take the W is a cool thing that sports people say, because it sounds neat, even though it is much longer to say than just take the win. Yeah, he is actually all the way broken right now. He's just like murdering that little sorcerer over and over and over again. Sometimes time flows in kind of a strange way in the Gungeon. Well, we're going to find out if there is a Phase 3, and we're going to go into it in pretty good shape, so... There you go. Counting it as a victory, even though I maybe, arguably, extremely don't deserve it. Oh, what is this? We're playing Punch-Out. I've never played Punch-Out. I don't know how to Punch-Out. Okay, so when we have... Alright. I kind of know how Punch-Out works. I'm just going to punch all of the items that he's stolen come out of him. That's pretty funny. Ow. So I'm trying to pause too long before dodging. Oh, wait. I think it's a thing in Punch-Out. If you alternate your punches, don't you get more of them or something? Okay, that was... Alright, I was going to say, that was a little easy. That's probably not the whole thing. Ow. Alright, you can't dodge the tail strike. Crouch. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. What's up next? Blocking. Oh. Aha! Okay, can't duck that. You have to block it. Oh, he's eating cheese at me. I don't know what to do about that. Look at this. We're figuring this out. No, that's the one you have to block. Okay. Boy, I wonder how many life bars he has. Oh, what is this? He pirouetted. Okay, am I... Okay, but we saw the third phase. We're gonna clone up to the beginning. That's a cute animation. Oh! You made it through 2 rounds, but you couldn't go the distance. Have a consolation prize, oof. Oh, this is actually the stuff that we punched out of him. Okay, so when you beat the second phase, you actually beat the fight. But then in the third phase, you can go for more loot. I guess that makes sense with the resourceful rat being what he is in the game. Okay, that's an active. Hold on, we'll figure that out in a second. Gonna pick up some stuff here, get some good guns, as if we needed more good guns. And now the question is, do I feel comfortable discarding my lockpicks at this point with 2 keys? We don't have a lot of money, but yeah, we could probably drop the lockpick at this point. I think that's probably fine. Also, the frost bomb fits well into our weird frost build that we're doing. It's kind of a fire and frost build. It's a weird thing, certainly. What do I actually want to be... Here, I think this is pretty good for normal room clearing. So is that... We have to jump down in the hole? Alright. Well, we've left him some treasure in return. Hopefully he can... Hopefully someday we can be friends. Oh, hey. Even more stuff. Wow, like a lot more stuff? Okay, apparently... Fighting the rat is awesome, and we should always do it. Sorry, we should always do it on any run where our gear is completely broken, and we could definitely win the fight. Boy, what else do I want? I guess we're kind of low. No, we're not even very low on that one. The Crestfaller? The Judge? No, it ain't. Okay, it just doesn't matter what I take this on. We have all the ammo in the world. And then we have special chests. I bet that's what this special key is for. So which one? What do you think? This one. It's a wheel of cheese. Partially eaten, very old cheese. We have unlocked the Ring of the Resourceful Rat and also a boxing glove. And this thing that we just picked up. Temporarily changes what game you're playing. Aged in an old arcade cabinet for decades, this cheese has become something of a delicacy, but only to those with refined palates. So, I mean, it sure looks like Pac-Man. Okay, let's try it out. Oh, it just makes you Pac-Man. For a while. And probably, like, if you eat enemies, you get health from them. Okay, well, we're keeping this. So what's getting discarded? Maybe the Frost Bomb. Yeah, I kind of think the Frost Bomb. Now we have two items that will heal us and make us tougher. Where does this go? Okay, so this is a door you can probably open with the special key, so you can skip down to floor 5 right away. Or else you go down to floor 4. Alright, this is cool. Man, I feel extremely loaded for bear. I guess we're going to bullet hell, right? I want to try something, though. Like, this door is very suspicious. Ah. Oh, we did get a sound, though. Okay, there was a secret. Oh, what is that? That wall looks like it might be fake, too. Okay, so if you have 2 of those keys, somehow there's a way to get another one of them. You can just blow this up instead and go and interact with whatever that is. Maybe it's an NPC for the breach or something. Okay, we're learning a lot. I'm glad that the resourceful rat wasn't the final goal we accomplished, because we definitely have to come back down here and fight him again now, right? We have to get in here with more keys somehow and figure out what's going on with that. You know what? Maybe we're gonna fight the rat again at the end of this run, or after we die on this run, because this is looking like we're probably going to bullet hell, right? Right. I gotta remember I can fire much faster by not just holding the button down. Okay, I think this is the right weapon for just general room clearing. You have got to be kidding. SP, come on, man. Step it up. Okay, don't just hold right when you enter a new room. Give yourself an opportunity to not get hit by stuff. Also, that feels like poor sportsmanship, just summoning the bullet thing right on top of me while I'm moving. Heck of a shot, though. That guy should play Invoker. Yeah, I don't know, I like the upgraded gun. I'm a little unimpressed with the actual Phoenix buddy here. He seems to not really be doing a lot. Seems to fire very infrequently. Also, I'm not actually sure if the synergy version of this gun is setting enemies on fire normally outside of the normal range of the Phoenix fire. Because it could just be our hot lead that's doing that, right? Alright, well, I'm really glad I discarded the lockpicks. I'm less glad about how I've been treating our armor so far. You know, I don't usually do this, but I'm wondering if it might be a good idea to split this run into 2 episodes. At the point where we use our clone. Because otherwise, this is going to end up being, like, really, really long. Also, I got shadow stepped there by the rogue bullet. Well, I came down here feeling pretty tough, and now I just feel pretty dumb. It turns out that, if anything, I think I've gotten worse over the course of the series, but sometimes the loot can obviate the danger of being bad. Alright, I think we may as well just open stuff. Okay, I do like the Void Shotgun. I think stick with the Phoenix because it's effective at long range. Maybe now enemies are difficult enough that it's reasonable to just use the freeze ray all the time. The problem with the freeze ray, of course, is rooms where we're fighting a bunch of different enemies. In a room like this where I'm only actually being attacked by one thing at a time, obviously it's good. Oh, right, this is the wave that's just little guys, and I don't need to use guns at all. But like in a room where there's a bunch of dangerous enemies able to shoot us all at once, the downside of this ray, obviously, is going to be that we're not removing sources of damage very quickly. Let's try it. Let's see how I feel about it. Because we do get to at least put a chill effect on stuff. got lucky there with an explosion. Those little things that look like museum display cases do actually explode when you break them. It doesn't look much like an explosion. It's a little white poof effect, but it does destroy bullets like an explosion does. Okay, so far we've been in rooms that I think are pretty good for the freeze ray. You don't really get density on this floor, on these later floors, too much, so this might be okay. Just gotta make sure not to walk into random bullets all the time. You know, it is nice for preventing those casters from just running away when you hit them, though. Yeah, shattering stuff. It's cool to break stuff. It's fun to watch the stuff break. I feel a little bit bad when it's skulls. Human skulls. I don't want anybody to feel desecrated, much as I would not want anyone to desecrate me. That's the golden rule. It's from the Bible. Do not desecrate, you know, as you would have people not desecrate unto you. Wait a minute. Oh, this is just reigniting my old synergy. So that thing is a use item that causes enemy corpses to explode, which is fine, but I think we're going to stick with the ones we have. We got to actually use this aged cheese. I forgot I had it because it was behind the flask. Let's go into the next room and give it a shot. Next time we see enemies. Punch. Okay, so I'm not actually healing from eating things, but I do seem to be invincible for the duration of that, which is pretty silly. Yeah, surprise, surprise, the resourceful rat has pretty good loot. Okay, well apparently this is what I should have been doing just the whole run. I'm a little too concerned, I think, about getting overwhelmed by enemies, maybe. Then again, like, in rooms that have a lot of smaller, weaker enemies, this certainly is not going to kill them as quickly as some of our other weapons. I don't know. The important thing, I guess, is that it's working right now. Not look the gift horse in the mouth too much. Hey, man, you still have payday items? Ooh. Cursed bullets. You know what? I think I'm not cursed at all right now. Maybe we should keep it that way. Cursed bullets would immediately give us 2 points of curse, though, because they're a cursed item themselves, and then you get curse whenever you buy from her. It might be more than 2 points of curse, so it would be a significant damage upgrade. You know what? Let's just go fight the boss. We'll figure stuff out later. So I'm just going to use my old Knight's Flask now, I suppose. No reason to wait. Just in case things go wrong. Okay. This guy is going to wallmong at us. I don't actually know what a monger is. A cheesemonger is somebody who sells cheese. But does the monger come from the fact that he's selling the cheese, or the fact that he's just like a dude who has a lot of cheese? A monger might be a person who has a lot of something. How about this? How about right in your face? Yeah. Take that. That should do more damage. This game should have headshot mechanics. I almost just got hit there. You may have noticed my moment of extreme panic. Okay, so this is going to make it impossible to dodge roll over those waves of bullets because I'm causing them to spread out too much. So I'm just going to blow the blanks, you know. Let's make sure we get this. Oh hey, actual invulnerability again. Do I want to trade out the Knight's Flask for having 2 different invulnerability items? I do, right? Yeah, that's gotta be right. That's awesome. Okay. So one of them just makes you invulnerable, one of them makes you invulnerable, and also a total killing machine. There is a blank available here, so I suppose we should, real quick, did I check all these rooms for potentially... I think I checked this one. We should real quick check for secrets. Bam. Whoa. Yes, you're welcome, buddy. You'd think he would stop calling me loser at some point. Clearly, we're friends now. I think I'm going to skip buying this stuff. Let's just carry cash down to the next floor. I don't think we need to buy a key either. So, I mean, there's a couple of very conspicuous little inlets here. I guess I'm going to buy the blank and try it in here. Okay. We got a blank, which is actually completely useless. Well, you know, it's probably worth a swing. Secret rooms sometimes have really cool stuff in them. Okay, so we are going to get down to bullet hell. I think that's pretty assured. Forgive me for seeming confident, but I think that this run can get us through the dragon. And then probably we'll die down there and end the episode, and then we'll come back tomorrow for another swing, starting with all of this beautiful, beautiful gear. Clone is too powerful. Clone is too good of an item. Yeah, see, that's a little bit what I was worried about. I could have avoided it by just pressing space. And remember to be very aggressive with my invulnerability, because I have 2 items. And honestly, this one does not seem to have a super long cooldown. Alright, let's just do it. Yeah, Pac-Man! I gotta say, I'm a little disappointed that it doesn't play the music. I guess you can clear the idea of a circle that partially opens pretty easily, but there's a somewhat higher standard to be cleared when using someone else's actual music. Just be like, Namco, you're not allowed to copyright circles. They're definitely allowed to copyright the song that they use when they show you the circle. I'm getting completely hung up on the patches of ice, by the way, in case you're wondering why I'm doing such a bad job of moving. Hadn't really thought about that, but I suppose it is an issue. Oh, right. You can't, on the last floor, you cannot bank health, which seems strange, because, like, there's still a lot of cases where it'd be a good idea to throw the health in the thing and then go get it from the shop, right? I'm unsure if I think it's weird or not that the freeze ray works on enemies who are the sun, basically. We need this saw blade too. Come here, you. Nope, doesn't work. Okay. Well, it's worth a shot. This partially eaten cheese is ridiculous. This item is awesome. Oh, I can't get out of the doorway now. I shot the wall with my freeze gun and lost all traction. Again, not trying to sound overconfident, but at this point, like, pits, lava, basically the only things that can still deal damage to us. Do I want to pick up an amulet? Ordinarily, I wouldn't be into an amulet on this floor, but since we probably have another whole run coming, having access to extra blanks every floor for that entire run might be a good idea. How close are we to done? We're not close to done. We don't need to get the bullet from her because we're going to bullet hell rather than fighting our past, so I guess let's just continue onward here. Oh, sorry, almost shot you in the face. Well, we have access to a couple of amulets. I think probably what I would like to do is buy 2 of those. I am not going to roll the dice here. Our run is too good to screw it up now. I think it's much more reasonable to use that shrine if things are not going well. Skeletons are freeze-proof. Does that make sense? I guess that guy's a skeleton. Also, he's made of gold, though, so maybe it's a gold thing? Maybe enemies that are made of gold just can't be frozen? To be fair, this game does seem to regard, like, the cold effect as seeming... It has some metaphorical properties, right? Like the Crestfaller. So maybe that has something to do with it. Maybe that skeleton can't be depressed. That's why he's immune to freezing. Man, what a superpower. Yeah, this is working just fine. I should have been doing this the whole time. I cannot believe that didn't hit me. It is difficult to suddenly change direction while using this freeze ray. Yep, this feels pretty easy. It's just like every time I get into trouble, I can pop the cheese, and then if I get into trouble again, we have this star. I don't know. Maybe I'm being a little underconfident in saying that we're definitely going to die in bullet hell. I'm going to go ahead and fight this mini-boss. Ordinarily, this is like exactly the kind of time when I would say, there's no good reason to do this. But with our freeze ray, we can kind of just do whatever we want. And that rainbow chest at the beginning of the run was very good. Let's just keep an eye out for that. If it gets too close to us, we can hit star. Or star, we can hit space. Yep, alright, no hitter on the bomb guy. Might be the first time ever. A map of the rest of the floor. Secret room off the shop with some actual stuff in it. Okay. Well, there's certainly no reason not to open stuff now. What is that? Play well, get money. Okay, well, we're going to be rich as hell on our second run. A pre-Gungeon relic. Huh. I'm not sure what this is a reference to. Ordinarily, I would be annoyed about the, Shoot, that was bad. Hold on, I'm not dealing with this. Ordinarily, I'd be annoyed about the dragon being the very last room on the floor that we can reach, but here, honestly, I don't know that it matters. It's not that big of a deal. One of these paths is likely to be blocked. Let's try going this way. There's really no way for us to know. Make sure I switch invincibility items until my cheese is back up. Can I freeze death? Oh, I can! Interesting. You can't freeze skeletons, but you can freeze the concept of death. Alright, synergy chest. Show me something really fantastic. Okay. Plasma beam and wave beam active. Honestly, I think we're sticking with the freeze ray. Right? It doesn't really make any sense to do anything else. Do I want to do this extra room? I don't actually have to do this room, but also it could have loot. And I think it's probably pretty safe to do it. We have the star if things get weird. Well, that was easy enough. Kind of feels like all the rooms are maybe a little too easy this time. Cheese is available again. So, we should go back and buy amulets. So I'm going to buy, one of his was really cheap, right? I guess I should just teleport. Yeah, we'll take the lodestone amulet, which increases the knockback. And then probably frost over what she has, the one that ignites people. I think that's supposed to be a little fire on there. Gold. Let's take the gold one. Oh, just a straight damage up. And then, I think I'm going to go ahead and blank out here. Is there anything that we actually need ammo for? I don't think so, right? I've just been using the freeze ray. Yeah, this is the only thing that's actually depleted at all. Huh. Oh, right. This thing. Machine pistol. The pistol machine. That's actually a pretty good gun. We have a huge variety of actually very good guns. Alright, let's go ice a dragon. I bet he's not freezable, right? Because he's sitting in a big fire. He's actually bathed in lava. So this may not be the right gun for him. Yeah, this isn't helping at all. Okay, hold on a second. Let's just wait until I was going to say wait until I have an opening in the pattern so that I don't take stupid damage, and then I immediately took stupid damage. I don't know. The machine pistol thing is pretty good. I'm going to Take this. I can reload. I'm actually damaging him. Let me kill these things too. Never mind. Apparently I can't kill all those things because I'm not nimble enough. Alright, we'll just go invincible again. I don't know why I dove there. Okay, so we have 2 blanks, and we have a lot of invincibility. I really shouldn't take any damage. I should not have taken any damage during this fight. This should have been a really, really easy master round that we could take down to bullet hell. And frankly, I'm upset with myself. That said, our inventory will carry us through. We'll figure it out. Oh, I hit the button. Come on now. Oh, let's go munch these guys up real fast. Think I'll get over there in time? Please let me get him in time. Yeah. I panic starred there. I thought I was going to get hit by that bullet. It better to use them frequently, right? Okay. Very nearly got hit twice there. But only nearly. You remember when I was good enough at this game that I didn't take dumb damage from the dragon at all for no reason? Like, nothing special had to be happening, I just didn't get hit by attacks that are easy to dodge. Me too. I'm gonna just come over here so that nothing silly happens as I am turning back into a human. Okay. Well, I think it goes without saying that we're gonna be pretty okay here. Should not take any further damage. And honestly, this is probably a pretty good weapon for doing heart damage. But probably I could have started firing a little earlier. Alright, looks to me like we got probably a 3-phase, unfortunately. I might have something that would be more, a little faster. Although, at this point, it doesn't matter. I doubt I have anything that can do that much damage in one. There we go. Okay, so, what do we have here? We have 5.5 hearts, and we're going to have 4 blanks to tackle bullet hell with, plus 2 items that give invincibility and a ton of great weapons. Can't believe I'm taking damage on phase 2. Also, another reason I wasn't really thinking of before when I was talking about variable fire rates and stuff, another good reason to mash the button instead of holding it down is that if you click while you're out of ammo, you start reloading immediately, but you don't start reloading immediately if you are holding down the mouse button while you're out of ammo. So let's pop back over to here, see if she... Can we buy anything with 20? No, we cannot. Alright, so let's use your teleporter just so that we can reset the teleporter thing. We'll go grab this health that's left behind, and then... Alright, time for our first real chance at bullet hell. Bullet hell's pretty tough, and I remember the actual final boss of bullet hell being really, really difficult. So even though we're in a great position here, I'm not expecting to clear bullet hell this time. So yeah, you can just drop down or you can go around after the first time, which surprises you. It didn't have me jump out of my seat because I was kind of like, I was wondering as we were running up the pathway when it was going to be bullet hell time. But the first time that happened to me, let me tell you something. It shortened my lifespan. Okay, I need you to not do the thing you're about to do. Yeah, just in case. Let's just get a little invincible here. Buy ourselves a little bit of time to clear these enemies out without having to worry about death. Our old friend, Death. We have a complicated relationship with him as people who professionally commit murder. Really want to get that guy down first. Ah. Hey now. He's shooting your trident at me. Trident? Pitchfork. I mean, it's the same thing. Okay. No. Bad. This item is very silly. This should not be a thing that I'm allowed to do. Oh, these guys are real dangerous, actually. So, don't be afraid to blank. It's an important lesson. I mean, I would love to save all my blanks for the boss. That would be really cool. But our blanks have some effects that may be relevant in these rooms, and also just like we're gonna have to deal with a lot of stuff. Okay. Oh, I really thought I was safe there. Please stop doing that. Alright, I should have prioritized killing the shot grub there first. Those guys are super dangerous. Damn it. I thought I was going to be fine. And then I actually walked into that. Man, we're not even going to see the final boss at this rate. Okay, I am going to need ammo eventually. Yeah, it is a little bit... The game's a little bit easier when most enemies only get to shoot at you once. Oh god, where's the skeleton spawner? I don't need any of your nonsense. Fortunately, there's a bunch of stuff between me and the skeleton. I guess I don't know what I'm doing here. What we want to do is get that guy, and that'll reduce the skeleton to a skull, and then we can get him. Cheese is available again. I'd prefer to have this. Oof. That's pretty gruesome. It's like those metal blocks from the forge, except they have, like, skin stretched across them. Great. This place is just great. Must find casters. Come on, die, 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 die. Alright. Oh, we have to actually get the skull. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. We're not going to get it in time. Yeah, I stopped moving because I didn't want to have any chance of not dealing damage to it. Okay. That's it. Well, you can just consume every enemy with this, huh? This is pretty alright. Still, taking a lot of damage on our way to the boss here. Oh my god, I'm so glad I have a way of freezing people. That would have been terrible. Just gonna turn invincible again. Twice in one room, why not? Honestly, this room is more difficult than most bosses. If there was ever a time that was justified. Nope. Was not interested in dealing with it. Just eat everybody. Oh, it kills cursed enemies in a single contact as well. It's so good. Yeah, not a big fan of this. Where is he? Where is he? Well, actually, I guess it was that round guy who was doing it. That's right, they do have that attack. They can just do anything that any of the other blob enemies can do. So with these guys, ordinarily you have to let them grow. I guess that is in fact still the case with the freeze beam. Cannot just freeze them to death in place. So the partially eaten cheese seems to, in addition to being just like a way better item than the star, it seems to recharge quite a bit faster as well. Is there anything this cheese can't do? Okay, I need to have a second of uninterrupted fire on that thing, but also I'm very busy. Okay, I think we got it, right? What else is still alive? I guess I don't need to see it. We can just let the arrow indicate the direction our bullets must go. Can I cross pits? I sure can. Thank you, delicious cheese product. I should have really booked it. Like, I was... My thinking there was, okay, well, we're not going to be able to use the effect in the next room anyway, so we may as well just... wait the effect out so we can start shooting right away. But it really lasts quite a long time. Come on. Alright, there we go. Sometimes it seems like after one hit, they'll just grow to full size, like, right away. Other times, behavior is less predictable. Let's just not even think about possibly taking damage here. That is a tombstone that is shooting bullets at me. That is a violation of the central, the dominant metaphor of the Gungeon. Ooh, okay. And tombstones are kind of... They're an idea that is related to guns, I suppose. I'm always nervous about these apparently... These figures that appear to be statues of ash. Because, man, sometimes they come alive all of a sudden. Apparently that entire route had no value. How much damage did we take over there, man? Here I was thinking, oh hey, a room I don't need to use an invincibility item in. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Too many bouncing bullets. This feels a little silly. Come on. How are you still alive? Okay, that's nice. It's possible that those casters have too much health. I think we're gonna be okay over here. Anything that comes off of him in a wide enough arc to loop around behind that ends up just hitting this this wall close to him anyway. Okay, we can't be too far off of the boss, right? Yeah, like, this is as zoomed out as I'm allowed to get. We're really, really far from the beginning of the stage. Nope. Go get out of the way. I don't want to freeze you. I don't care about you. Okay. Doing a good job of blocking for his friend there. Maybe started firing a little bit preemptively. Oh god, shock grubs. You know what? Oh, I hit the button because I assumed that I would have my cheese up. There we go. I didn't even look because I can only be looking at one part of the screen at a time apparently. All right, ammo. I was just thinking, boy, I wish I had some ammo. Can that thing get over here? No, okay. Would you get out of the way? Big stupid bag of evil. Well, if I had a nickel for every time I've had to call somebody a big stupid bag of evil today. Yeah, these guys just they put too many bullets in the air. I don't feel safe fighting them. Okay, I hit the button and then immediately tried to move away because I was like, it's bullet hell, that's gotta be a mimic, right? Well, we've got our Galactic Medal of Valor, appropriate to be picking it up on this character. Significantly increases damage dealt to powerful foes. I'm not actually 100% certain it only works on bosses. If anywhere the enemies are considered to be extremely powerful foes, it would be here, right? Okay, so we have 5 blanks, 2 invincibility items, and a freeze ray that appears to be entirely broken. This might... I mean, maybe we can win this. This is the man. It's him. The Gungeon Master. He's got bullets for eyes. That's very cool. Oh boy, that's still gonna hit me because I rolled the wrong way. Okay, so he's freeze-proof. That's a thing that I know now. Honestly, wondering if this is maybe still the right weapon to be using, though, because, boy, it sure is doing damage. And then I was Pac-Man. Yeah, what game are we playing, huh, buddy? What do you got now? A little concerned that I'm going to get hit as soon as this ends. Hold on a second. Do we have a better weapon for this purpose? Honestly, yeah, like, the upgraded Phoenix is maybe a good way to go. You can get a little bit of extra burn going on him. Okay, so this seems like a fine time to blank. And then to become invulnerable. I'm just going to run right up on him and try to set him on fire. He seems to maybe be immune to fire. He tried some, like, quick draw stuff on me there. Yeah, the gunfight started quite a while ago, man. I'm not going to be surprised by you quick drawing. I can't believe I rolled into that. What a bad I'm doing. Alright. The fact that I can't set fire to him is definitely making this less good. We'll just grab these real quick, and then also do some damage to you. And then back off a little bit. You know what? No. I don't want to deal with it. Okay. As you might have guessed, not a one-phase fight. I was going to say I don't remember what to do next, because you can't leave the room, but right, just wait a minute. He'll continue the fight for us. So, I'm thinking that we're probably not going to get this. But I think I have a really good chance next time, you know, after the clone. Because I don't remember his attacks. So mostly what we're doing here is we're learning attacks that I once knew. Okay, nope. Still don't have my... It takes a really long time for the Stuff Star to recharge. Okay, I'm just going to stay way back here. This seems to be working. Please. Okay, there we go. Okay. So now we have some invincibility. Boy, I should probably have just blanked that. That looked really scary. Don't be afraid to blank when it's really scary. Oh, dear. Honestly, I don't know that I think this fight is a lot harder than the rat. The fact that I can't just completely break him with the freeze ray, I suppose makes it a little bit more difficult. I can be firing while I'm the... I just kind of assumed that I wouldn't be able to. And so I didn't try. Okay, almost got hit immediately coming out of it. I would really love to get to Phase 3, just so that I can, like, remember how Phase 3 goes. Because I remember that there are 3 phases, but I remember actually nothing about the 3rd phase. I hit the button. I definitely blanked there. I'm annoyed by that. Alright, well. So, the way the clone works is, we just start right back at the beginning of the run, but we still have all of this stuff. So, we did in fact carry over our keys and our blanks, and, okay, our absolutely everything. Alright, here's the deal. This is where I'm going to call it for now. Thank you all so much for watching. Come back next time to see us go down to the Lich once more, but this time, we're coming back with his head. And we'll see you then.